You know, sitting here chilling, GM, Genius Imagination. Mr. Man, one half of Philly's most wanted visual music all day long.
You better believe it.
It was a new sound. He understood us.
Right.
Like when we first got around him, the excitement was, yo, da 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 da. Like he started taking us around to certain people, and you know he was speaking highly of us. But he saw the vision, and it was sort of like what he already wanted to do, what he ended up doing in time.
Right.
So it was already something that he wanted to do, and he just ran into us, and we happened to be what he already was thinking about.
Now that time was Pharrell jumping on people's songs like he would jump on Noriega's songs.
No,
He
like
just-
that's him saying S double W V V. And he wrote Teddy Riley verse for Rump Shaker too.
Wow.
Yeah, so they already was in the game. Like, yeah.
Wow.
So he was seasoned. Don't get that wrong. Like he was seasoned, well seasoned,
Right.
and making bread. Like that's out the question. Like he was already eating. It's just that he wasn't in the rap world. So it was like the Nori situation, and then us made everything pop off.
Now some would say that when the clips occurred,
Mm.
that they were like kind of I would say they were the new Philly's most wanted.
Yeah.
What you think about that?
So I really can't answer that because that's from the outsider's perspective for what everybody else see. But we had formed a bond by the time y'all seen us, and I'll say this for the people that's watching or he just did something on Gillian Wallow's podcast where he said we were of influence. So I'll take his words.
Okay.
He said it like out of his mouth, like they were so professional. They was already writing on a top tier level. Like, I can't state it verbatim, but he actually said it, and that was really my first time hearing it. Because I really don't think about things like that. Fans always and people that like what you're doing, they always compare you to something when it's good.
Right.
Like, if Kobe was playing at the time, could he beat Jordan?
Right.
Like,
Right.
that's really not a bad thing, but I don't think Jordan know how to answer that though.
Right.
You get me?
So from Suckers, which was to me at that era, at my age, that was like a street anthem.
Uh-huh.
And then you guys hit us with "Please Don't Mind." Am I correct? And then
Cross the border.
Cross the border.
Yeah.
Cross the border.
Which was number 10, right?
Yeah,
Top 10,
yeah,
right?
it's top 10 Billboard. Yeah.
So, what made you guys? Was that the lineup, or you guys had to push for a commercial record?
No, actually, we had those records, and we actually put out a little B-side single called "What Makes Me," and then we went to Suckers. Excuse me, and Suckers took off. Like that wasn't the label. Really wasn't. Not that they didn't believe in us or backing us. It just took off in Philly. So that's how we end up shooting the video. Like we put the vinyl out 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, we shooting the video on Willen Avenue. So, and then Pharrell and them came up and it just started going crazy. But all of those records, except for Please No Mind, was already cut.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then so who's the guy that's singing on "Please Don't Mind"? I like how you did the hook.
That's Andre Wilson. That's Charlie Wilson's brother's son.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his
Okay.
nephew.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
why he sound like Charlie Wilson.
Yeah.
That actually was a song for Charlie Wilson. Yeah, so, but he got Andre Wilson at the time, which was his nephew,
Wow.
and he knocked it out.
Wow, man. I remember going to King High School,
Yeah.
and everybody was singing it. The girls, the
Yeah.
guys. That was the thing that everybody was
Yeah.
pleased.
Oh. Yeah.
So you guys only cut one album.
Yeah.
Pharrell executive produced that whole album.
Not the whole entire album.
Not the whole entire.
Yeah, I don't want to leave Just Blaze in them
Okay.
out. Yeah, and
Shout
Suave
out to
House.
Just Blaze.
Yeah,
Just
Just
Blaze
Blaze
was on that.
Yeah, Just Blaze, Suave House, and Epitome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
at that time, cutting Suckers, cutting Please Don't Mind, and Cross the Border, how much versus today music videos cost? How much was that back then?
I think Suckers probably was a cool like 15, 20 grand or something like that. Yeah, we shot Cross the Border out in LA.
Okay.
So that was a budget.
Okay.
Because everybody had to come out there. So yeah.
Now
it's way different, you know. Technology
is crazy.
Yeah, you probably shoot that video for $3 grand.
You shoot it on your iPhone.
Exactly.
So fast forward just a little bit. After you guys had y'all got 3 singles out. The album is done. Are y'all getting the proper feedback that you was looking for from the public?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Everywhere we went, we was on a Cash Money tour. They was going crazy in arenas. We was doing the time Cross the Border. Please Don't Mind wasn't even out. The label had to catch up to Cross the Border.
Wow.
They put us on a promo run for on a Cash Money tour, so to speak. And it ended up, it was supposed to be like 2 dates, maybe like New York and Philly. We ended up doing the whole Eastern Seaboard. They was shocked, like every time we came out, 30,000 people singing it, going crazy. Girls crying. Like it was, so they had to catch up. That's how we end up recording Please Don't Mind. The label wasn't ready. Like it took off so crazy. And then it ended up getting banned when we shot the video on BET. Go ahead.
Stephen Hill, right?
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
At that time, they had something called they was, you know, censoring videos because of 3 6 Mafia sipping on some syrup, and we got caught up in that because they said Cross the Border was a blatant drug smuggling and a blatant drug smuggling song too and video. So we was actually the first group that got our video banned. And then you remember they came up with the late night uncut BET.
Yeah.
That's where that came from. That derived from sipping on some syrup. So we got caught up in that.
Wow.
But the good thing was MTV picked it up. So that's why we went crossover with MTV, and we wasn't really in the black like mainstream. We was in the mainstream on the pop side. So we was doing shows with Black Eyed Peas and, you know, doing while people was doing, we did Cheney, Lincoln and all that, but we'll leave those colleges and then you had to do like Penn State and
right,
like colleges like that, like you know, of other ethnic groups.
Right.
So yeah.
Now after the album was released, you guys did mad shows across the world. Did you guys